Hi everybody, Gerard here, San Rocco County Corso. Getting ready to give Serafina, San Rocco Serafina, a piece of chicken. But as I'm doing that, I just wanted to talk about, sometimes people will say, why do some Cane Corsos look like pit bulls? And I hear that sometimes. But I just want to explain that in my common sense terminology, something that I think is simple and easy to understand. So let me go give her this chicken. Whoop. Pictures here of some Pitbull Terriers, and you tell me if they are around 60 pounds. In fact, I think one guy was saying is he has a Pitbull and it's 175 pounds. So let's just talk about that. We have some people with 100 plus pit bulls. Well, they're saying it's a pit bull, but it's really not a pit bull. So a lot of pit bulls do have Mastiff Blood in them, and this is something that you have to keep in mind, that a lot of these dogs were mixed over the years. You know, let's say early 1800s they were coming over here. I don't know the exact date, but they were small breeds. You have the Staffordshire Terrier, and now they, you know, have an American Staffordshire Terrier, which is Amstaff. When people are, you know, don't feel good about saying Pitbull, they'll say, I have an Amstaff. I mean, hey, I lived in New York. I used to be part of that crowd. I used to feel guilty for having a Pitbull. So I would say, yeah, I have an Amstaff. And then the next thing would be, what's the Amstaff? And then you got to explain it anyway. So, don't feel guilty about having a dog. It's how you raise the dog. You can have a Chihuahua that's a terror, or you can have a pit bull that's very well behaved. But what I'm getting at is there's a lot of Mastiff that is mixed with the pit bull, which people are calling it a pit bull, but it's really not a pit bull. Hence, when you see a Cane Corso, you may then say, it kind of looks a little bit like a pit bull if it's a tight-faced Cane Corso. All right, now I have some tight-faced Cane Corsos. I have some loose-faced Cane Corsos. Well, why are some tight and why are some loose? Well, so here we have a Majesty-like muzzle, the traditional muzzle. Okay, you look online, you look at the old-school Cane Corsos, and yes, you are going to see this nice muzzle, and it's not that short. Okay, that's a longer muzzle. That's like the old school Cane Corso. You also have a girl who's nice and thick. She runs every day out here, at least 45 minutes a day. So she's tight. You know, she's lean. Let's say that. She's a lean girl. But the muzzle, okay, big bones, definitely a good old school example of the breed. And that's why I wanted to show her, because Majesty, when I think of old school, I think of like Majesty, you know, princess. But we have this girl out today. You doing okay? She's waiting for more chicken. So in close, I also have a Cane Corso that I purchased from Italy, and she has more of a shorter muzzle, and her name is Daria, and you will see it's definitely more pushed in. But just keep this in mind. Just because there's a muzzle that's short, oh, they must be mixing it. Yeah, there must be a boxer there somewhere. Well, point number one, I would say boxers are very, very rare in Italy. Okay, I've made numerous visits over there, and I've asked a cousin who I have over there who does do breeding, not the Cane Corso, but the German Shepherd, and they've basically never seen a boxer. I don't know. But top-down breeding means you're breeding, and then you are taking two dogs that you would like to go ahead and complement each other, and then they have those offspring, and that's how you better the breed. So, for example, let's say my goal is to go ahead and have short-muzzled Cane Corsos. Then in every litter, you're going to have a shorter muzzle and you're gonna have a longer muzzle. So you just mate those together, and before you know it, 3-4 generations later, they have shorter muzzles. It doesn't mean that you are mixing with a boxer. So, you know, just some thoughts. I am not talking for everyone. I am not saying that there has never been a breeder anywhere in the world that has ever mixed. I have no idea what people do. I'm just telling you what I do. So now let's get back to what we were saying before. You know, people say, that Pitbull looks like a Cane Corso, you know, or the Cane Corso looks like a Pitbull. Again, why? Well, you have some Mastiff mixed in there. So who knows? You're also seeing a lot of Cane Corsos now that do not have their ears cropped. Most Pitbulls don't have their ears cropped. So now you're getting that association. You know, you're getting a lot of people. I can tell you right now, when you don't crop the ears of a Cane Corso, they can be passed off as different breeds. So if you really want that look where people are not wondering if you have a Pitbull, you know, crop the ears and, you know, dock that tail if that's, you know, what your goals are. Me, you know, in general, again, I like the mixture of the two. I don't like super long muzzles. I don't like super short. The droop, I kind of don't mind avoiding, but a little bit of droop is really cute too. And, you know, in general, I think you should, before you get a Corso, decide what kind of look you like. Again, it doesn't mean that this Corso is really, really droopy. It must be a Napolitan. This Corso is really, really tight. It must be a Pitbull. There has been a massive amount of variations in the breed for a very long time. So just keep that in mind and go ahead and get close to that breed standard, which I have to admit, in the last 10 years since I've been raising Cane Corsos, has changed. So who knows what the next change to the Cane Corso is going to be. If you looked at the breed standard before 2015, I think it was, you will see a massive stripe of white that starts here and it goes down. And this was in Europe. And then they changed the breed standard and all of a sudden it didn't have white. I mean, give me a break. They had white on their chest for thousands of years. So that I ignore. But, you know, most Corsos are going to have the white markings and that's fine. But they're kind of changing it and trying to kind of breed that out of them. But I disagree with that, and I disagree in general with some other things. And basically Europe is making them smaller. Hence, it usually trickles down and comes to the United States. Now, that doesn't mean that a 180-pound Cane Corso should be bred, or 160. I disagree. But I also don't think that a 90-pound male should be mated. So at any rate, that's the story. As many of you know, I do not keep a lot of dogs here at my home. So when they come of a certain age, I like to find homes for them, and so that they can have fun and live on someone's couch and get pet 24/7. So if this is something you're interested in at some point and you want an adult dog, give me an email. Sometimes I do have them. And I'll leave off with a nice little picture of this girl over here, and you take care.